Hey, what's up, you sexy beasts? This is Tristan here, and I'm going to be talking to you about the very first time that I ever got in a bike crash. This is a hilarious story. I really hope you guys enjoy this long, and I don't really know how long this story is going to be, but I know the fact that it's hilarious. Yes, I know I'm using gameplay from The Last of Us. Don't forget to check out, if my Last of Us walkthrough, whatever you guys want to call it, don't forget to check out that Let's Play. It is fantastic, guys. On my channel, I'm uploading it every day, so I'm doing a part of it. I have 3 parts up. Anyway, I'm going to get right into my first time getting in a bike crash. So, basically the deal was, this happened last year, actually. This happened last summer, right around this time, actually. I don't know, it was like towards the end of school or whatever in June. And so, I was riding this bike, and this bike was a bike that my stepmom had given to me that's like 15 years old, but no one had really used it because, like, someone got it for her son or whatever. And he didn't really use it or whatever, so it just kind of sat in our garage. So it was fine, it was a decent bike, whatever. It was like a single, like it had a chain, you couldn't change gears or anything like this, that kind of bike. So it's a street bike supposedly, and all that other stuff. So that was back in the days where I used to get stoned like weekly or something like that. So I hope you guys don't like hate me for that or whatever. Yeah, something I used to do. It didn't affect my life at all. Anyway, sorry, I'm going off on a rant, but so we would do that and stuff and bike around, and that's before I had a car and all that other good stuff. So I was riding this bike, right? And something weird kind of happened. So I was riding, I was standing up because, you know, it's more effective most of the time because you're putting your weight into each pedal, I guess you could say. I don't know, it's just, you can go faster that way. So I was doing that going down one of these main roads, which is kind of, you don't want to call it a highway, but it's like, kind of like a freeway. It's a pretty, I don't know, populated road, I guess you could say, but with stoplights and stuff. So I was going down that road, and my chain comes off. My foot, you know, near hits the ground, and I don't know why I'm moving my body right now so much, but so I kind of like, I kind of lose control. I almost like fall, and I'm like on the ground, my feet are skidding and stuff, and I almost go off of the curb and into traffic. So that was very, very bad. And so, because I was on the left side of the road where the cars go and stuff. So, well, cars go on both sides. You guys know what I mean. So I was on the left side of the road, so my chain slips off, and I kind of panicked. I'm like, thank God I did not hit any of those cars. That would have been insane, or go off the curb or whatever. So everything was fine. My friends were riding way on ahead because I'm not the fastest at biking, but they didn't even realize that I had this problem. And so I tried phoning them up, and they're like, you know, 600 feet ahead of me. I'm like shouting for them, whatever. And then they turn around, because there's 3 of them. And so they come up to me, and they're like, what happened? I'm like, yeah, my chain came off, almost crashed. I'm like, oh my god. So they helped me put my chain back on, and that was that. And I thought everything was going good. So we're all riding down, whatever. And so we get to the part where my friend Cameron and I, we're going down to go to my house, and then my friend Nathan had just left, so it's just Cameron and I, and then I don't think there was, there wasn't a 4th guy there, so just Cameron, Nathan, and I. And so Nathan leaves, and he's like, hey man, if Tristan eats shit, you know, like if his bike crashes again, let me know. You have to let me know. Phone me up and let me know, or something like that. And he's like, alright man, sounds good, sounds good. So basically, what happens is we're going down literally like 30 seconds after Nathan left. We're going down this hill because it's kind of off of that freeway thing that I was talking about, and it's to the left. So we're going down that hill or whatever. I'm standing up again. I'm pedaling confidently. You know, I'm like, okay, yeah, there's no way this is gonna slip twice in 5 minutes. There's no way. And so what happens? I'm going approximately 15-20 miles an hour at this point, and they don't wear helmets, but I do because I worry about these things, and I like being smart. I like having my brain intact and all the other good stuff, and thank God, because I've already had some head injuries and stuff. Well, like I had one where I had to get my head stapled. I'll link that in the description below. It's a childhood story, fantastic. Did it like last year, whatever. Or did the video. It happened when I was like 8. Sorry guys, I go off on rants, but so I'm going down the hill. I'm, you know, standing up, pedaling confidently, and the same thing happens. The chain, it comes off, guys, and like I said, my bike doesn't have any different gears or anything, so my my entire, like, both my pedals lose, like, resistance. So if you guys know what I mean, is when you pedal on bikes like that, they have an amount of resistance. So, you know, when you pedal, you know exactly how much it's going to go down or whatever. So once it loses its resistance and I pedal just as hard as I would normally, the entire pedal just hits the ground, my foot slides down just rapidly, so I lose my balance, and what happens is the handlebars start like shaking. So they start shaking, and I'm just losing control at this point. I'm sliding on the ground as well, and then I can't really articulate what exactly happened, but I lost control and I like rolled to my right, and the entire bike flips over me. I hit the ground, hit my helmet on the pavement, which is awesome. So I was in the middle of the road or whatever. Bike flies out, you know, over me or whatever. That was all good. That went well. But I slid on my right side of the body. Now I'm going to have a picture up here about my scar, because this had happened twice. This very similar. I'll tell you guys the second story about my bike crash. It was a bike-related crash. It's another hilarious one. So I slip out, and I'm like sliding on the ground a little bit on my side, because I rolled to the right, and so my bike fell. My helmet was still on. That was good. And I'm like, and Cameron had just turned around because he was in front of me. He had just turned around right to see me crash. So he sees me crash, stops his bike, instantly starts cracking the fuck up. He pulls me to the, like, I kind of get up, and I was hurt. I laid there for a good 10-20 seconds or something. And then I go to the side of the road to get out of the road because some cars were coming or whatever. So we get to the side of the road. He's like, oh my god. So he calls Nate. Like, I'm just like injured or whatever. He calls Nate, and he's like, bro, he just fucking ate shit. So, Nate starts cracking up as well, and then my shirt had, it hadn't ripped at all, but there was a little bit of blood on the inside of my shirt, and, because my side had ripped open, as you guys can see the scar that I showed earlier. And so I was bleeding. I was kind of like whimpered. My arms and elbows and stuff were scraped up a little bit, but it was mainly just the side hip, the right hip. So that was my injury. And then we had to walk home. I basically just walked my bike because I'm like, yeah, fuck you, bike. I'm not gonna try to put this chain back on. I don't trust you anymore. I don't trust you anymore. So I got by my house, and I've never ridden that bike again, and that kind of plays into the next story I'm going to tell. If you guys really like this one, I'll probably tell it in a week or two or whatever. I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode of My First. Don't forget to click like if you guys enjoyed. I ate shit. Nathan thought it was hilarious. I did not. It was very, very bad, and this happened last year, so I was 15 at the time. Really hope you guys did enjoy, and remember the fact that I love you.
Watch the praise, keep it, say, don't fade away.
Look how my mind plays.
Little bit of fame, little bit of hate, little bit of change. Watch the praise, keep it, say, don't fade away.